Bitch, I'm hella faded. I sip lean on a celebration. I just popped another 30, now I'm meditating. If a nigga try to rob me, I go super saiyan. Pour them choppers out, my niggas get the super slaying. 100 rounds, leave them on the floor. 100 rounds, we putting on the show. Couple rounds when I'm digging in your hole. Pull this chop out, I'm shooting at your bro. Nigga touch me, I'ma rip some. I just bought the whole pint, I'm about to sip some. I just took a whole 30 on a sick one. I don't hesitate with money, I'ma get some. I got real nigga dick and she know it. If I pull this 40 out, I'm finna blow it. Give a bitch good dick, now she glowing. Remember she was innocent, now she hoeing. In a foreign whip, nigga, and it's stolen. Look at my mouth, little bitch, all golden. Look at my neck, little nigga, all frozen. Run up on us tripping, nigga, get your jaw broken. Moving broke, I can't relate, nigga. Everywhere a nigga go, I get a plate, nigga. I ain't Tiger, but she say she wanna taste, nigga. I just popped another perk, I'm out of space, nigga.
Perk pop, boy, I'm out of space. I be coolin' where you niggas ain't safe. Give me head till you run out of face. Walked in, now he running out the place. Only time when I run from the Jakes. Throwing money, boy, I could've bought a Wraith. Real ass nigga, you can't relate. Pick it up, little bitch, need a rake and a broom. Stroll on the way, typhoon. Need my money next day, little nigga by noon. Matter of fact, I need that right now, nigga. I'll give a fuck now. You know me, nigga, pay me.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Alrighty, what is up, my artists? We are so confused right now.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say.
We're reviewing this weird fucking obscure movie. It's gonna be on our Bad Movie Month live commentary, so this will probably get released before then. So either way, we're reviewing fucking River of Darkness with Kurt Angle, Glacier, Kevin Nash, and Sid Vicious.
What a cast and crew that is.
I have Devin here with me because there was no way I wasn't watching this shit with him. It's okay.
This is fucking weird, dude.
We're gonna get Kevin Nash is gonna be like our Kurt Angle. I feel there's no way. He's gonna be Kurt Angle level. Meme worthy.
He's in so many bad movies.
He plays Odin in a movie, Devin. He's in a movie called Slaw.
Yeah.
He plays in a movie that almost was titled COVID Invasion, but got the title changed twice.
Jesus Christ,
and now is
man.
officially known as Lockdown. Jesus Christ. Nonetheless, this had Kurt Angle as a useless sheriff, and Kevin Nash, Glacier, and fucking Sid Vicious as three fucking ghostly drowned fucking beings, I guess. I don't fucking know. Something out of a fucking sci-fi movie.
Boys,
Either way, it was something out of a fucking sci-fi movie, but somehow this wasn't sci-fi.
Yeah. This is... I don't even know what it was, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I don't think we're gonna, like, really explain this film, because we don't even know how to explain it.
Like... It was basically about how, like, the fucking Jacob boys were drowned by this guy named fucking something Hicks. I forget his Harvey Hicks, and like this like mob, because basically like Harvey Hicks' daughter lied and said that one of the Jacob boys raped her, and so the town created a mob to go after the Jacob boys, and they killed them by drowning them, I guess. And then, like 30 years later, the fucking Jacob boys come back to life somehow. They don't explain how, and they are seeking revenge on the people that killed them in the town and whatever. And Kurt Angle as Sheriff fucking Will Logan, with a weird fucking name. Fucking Will Logan. Like,
no,
how
but
do they
it's okay
come up with
because
these names?
he's a sheriff that doesn't believe a god, and how is he gonna be a sheriff when he doesn't even believe in God or whatever? What was the line that they said?
He said, "How is he gonna fight these monsters from hell if he doesn't have God on his side?" That's the fucking corny line that the director fucking wrote. Which also the director, he directed this, produced it, and wrote it. So all the blame goes to him.
You know, if I ever make that in-game remake where it's actually like a good film and not terrible, if I can't get Kurt Angle, do you think it'd be hard to get Kevin Nash?
Probably not. Because he seems to just take any fucking movie role, it seems.
Jesus Christ.
Like, it seems like he just is open to doing any film role that's fucking offered to him.
God. Fuck.
But fucking, so Kurt Angle was supposed to like sit here and figure out what's going on, and like he doesn't believe in like supernatural shit and all that. And he like talks to these old town folk as we see like people getting killed on, specifically by the river. They make it a point that it's fucking by the river. And like one thing that this movie did have was, we did not think that they would even have the balls to do this, but they actually killed a kid in this movie.
Yep.
We were both shocked.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because usually they don't go that far in movies, but they just didn't fucking care. Also, another thing to note: this movie took place in Austin's hometown, Ozark, Missouri.
It's not my hometown, you ass.
But it did take place in Missouri, strangely enough.
So it was backstory. It was filmed in two places. It was filmed. Most of the shots were filmed in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as requested by Kurt Angle. So that's obvious. Just whatever. And then the river shots. It had to only be the river shots. There was no way it was filmed. There was any other filming. But the river shots were filmed in Ozark, Missouri.
Yep.
So
Per request of Austin.
nah, bro. Oh man, dude, this is. You know, if I become a director, I gotta film something in Missouri because, for Christ's sake, fucking the only films that are known to be filmed in Missouri are this film and Child's Play 3, and that's not a good fucking record. You know, it's really not. It's fucking Jesus.
Well, so basically, fucking Kurt Angle, he talks to like the old townsfolk, and he like finds out all this lore about like what the Hicks name means, because every time the killers kill someone, they write Hicks on their victim. And Kurt Angle finds out from this old shopkeep that Hicks was this guy named Harvey Hicks, and we get the whole backstory, which I already talked about. And fucking, so, like, Kurt has to fucking try to talk to Harvey Hicks, and like he finds him at his old like Jason Shack looking place, and Harvey Hicks like he tries to lie and say that he's not Harvey Hicks, and he like points a shotgun at Kurt Angle and tells him to get the hell out of there. And fucking man. And then there's like this guy, I don't remember what his character's name was, but he was mad because Kurt Angle won the sheriff election, and the guy was trying to like solve the crime himself, and Kurt Angle was getting mad at him, and he was like I'm the sheriff, you listen to me and whatever. But the guy just went behind his back and was like trying to fucking solve it anyway. Then there's like these paranormal investigators. There's like these two chicks and this guy, and the chick is like the chick from the very beginning of the film that was talking about like laying her loved ones to rest or whatever. And they talk about how they're paranormal investigators and they want to check out like the legend of the Jacob Boys or whatever the fuck. So they come there and they stop at this gas station, talk to this guy, and they tell him that they're paranormal investigators, and they ask for directions to the river. Then they make their way to the river. Fucking, oh man, this fucking movie, dude. Like, I'm trying to remember everything that happened. Fucking, they eventually go on the river, and then their fucking boat gets it breaks down because they hit something, and then the one chick gets dragged into the water by one of the Jacob Boys, and the Jacob Boys killed like this girl at the beginning who was fucking trying to smoke a blunt out on the dock, and then they killed these two old fisherman guys. They killed this little girl that for some reason the dumbass mom let her go outside in the woods on her own.
The bitch had the gall to tell Kurt Angle, Will Logan, that fucking, that it's your fault. What the fuck are you talking about? You're the one that let her out at fucking like midnight or some shit to go look for night crawlers. Bitch, you better get your ass in fucking nighties and go to bed, goddammit. Talking about night crawlers.
Yeah, if you don't know what night crawlers are, it's just fucking worms.
Yeah. Acting like the fucking boogeyman. Like, are you on fucking benefits?
And fucking, I'm trying to remember what happens fucking next after that. This movie was kind of like sometimes there would be like multiple scenes like back to back with Kurt Angle, and then there would be like scenes without Kurt Angle. The movie was like paced really weird as well. Most of the movie is just Kurt Angle like going around like trying to interview people about the Jacob Boys and all that shit. And then after the kid dies, the one guy from earlier that lost the sheriff election, he gets fed up and he's like, alright, it's time to take this into our own hands. So they capture Harvey Hicks, and they had this plan to use to basically like sacrifice him to the resurrected Jacob Boys, so that way they can get their vengeance on him and then it'll be over with. And they stop at like this gas station to get gas and beer, and then the same gas station attendant from earlier sees like Harvey like tied up in a sack, and he calls the police. So that's how Kurt Angle finds out where they are, and Kurt Angle just gets this big ass boat and goes out after him. And this is where this movie started getting really dumb. Now, not only was the acting like atrocious, not only was the story stupid, not only was fucking Kurt Angle rocking blue jeans this whole movie, but They fucking, so on the way to find the one guy, they find the paranormal investigators who were like stranded on their boat, and they fucking Kurt helps them on his big boat, and then all of a sudden Kevin Nash pops up and kills the guy with an axe, and then like the girl starts screaming, and then Kevin Nash gets shot with a shotgun by Kurt Angle, and Kevin Nash just like looks at the gunshot and he looks at Kurt Angle. I shit you not, he fucking says, "I'm already dead." Like, it was so bad, dude. It was so fucking bad. And like the design for the fucking villains was terrible as well. Like, they all had like blonde hair, and they were all like this weird, like, I don't even know, like they had like this skin font.
It looks
like monsters.
It looks like they had fucking scales.
Yeah. It was really fucking weird. For some reason their eyes glowed too. It was really weird. And then apparently, like, they know how to teleport because, like, Kurt Angle's gonna shoot him again, and Kevin Nash just teleports. And after that, they find the guy's boat and they sneak up on him. And like Kurt Angle's trying to, Kurt Angle literally tells him, like, he's like, you know, if you didn't know, kidnapping is actually a felony offense. He starts talking about that. Oh my god. And then like Kurt stops talking, and then they all see the Jacob boys coming out of the woods or the swamp, whatever, and they all have axes. And then like the guy sends the little boat that has Harvey Hicks on it towards the Jacob boys, and fucking they go to kill him, and then we just see him get shot in the head, and then they start like chopping him up with the axes, and we were like,
yeah,
who the fuck shot him?
And it turns out it's the fucking paranormal investigator bitch, like the surviving one. And she's like, that was my grandfather. Now, we're already confused after that. But then it cuts back to, like, the first scene of the movie, like, the monologue. And now it's, like, a prologue type thing. And fucking, she's, like, talking about how basically the sheriff said if it wasn't a mercy killing, she would have went to prison. But then she's like, it wasn't a mercy killing. I just killed the son of a bitch who raped my mother. So, yeah. Because I was confused as fuck, Devin finally put the pieces together, and he was like, so apparently, Harvey Hicks, who is her grandfather, raped her mother, meaning that she is an incest baby. For no reason! He put that at the end! Why?
And you know, thinking about it furthermore, I think what the actual story of this movie is that fucking Harvey Hicks raped the girl's mother and that's how, like, she was born. And his daughter, which is her mother, basically, I think he forced her to lie and say it was one of the Jacob boys. So that way, obviously, he didn't get fucking, like, caught with rape and all that shit. And so I think he did that just so he could take the blame off of himself. And then they killed the Jacob boys wrongfully, and then it came out that the rape thing was a lie, and the town just tried to cover it up as this, like, sweep it under the rug type thing. And then, like, 30 years later, the Jacob boys come back for revenge, and we find out that it was actually Harvey that raped his daughter and not the Jacob boys, and so they want revenge on Harvey Hicks. Is basically like, and then the incest granddaughter fucking is the one that kills him and shit. That's, I guess, that in a nutshell is what this movie's really about.
Why the fuck was this movie
Kurt
made?
Angle is just there to try to solve the fucking mystery. Speaking of solving the mystery, they literally have a scene where one of the paranormal investigators, like, he's trying to start the engine on the boat and his glasses fall off, and I shit you not, he starts acting like Velmy. He's like, oh no, my glasses, I can't see anything without my glasses.
We made a couple of jokes during the live commentary. You'll see it when we get to Bad Movie Month, where we were like, oh, Jinkies, Velma, or Jinkies, Shaggy, I don't have my glasses. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, it was fucking really bad. Like, man, it just wasn't like, it wasn't that great of a movie. It wasn't horrible either, though. That's the thing.
Like, I
it was
just don't
alright.
understand. I don't understand why somebody would make that as a story. Like, why would somebody come up with this whole story in the first place? Like, I don't understand, especially the ending. Like, why?
I don't know.
That
man.
couldn't have been something where. Here's the thing. There is no way that was something that was, like, added at the end. That had to be planned to be put in the movie. That had to be the end goal. Like, there's no way. There's no way he was just, the fucking writer was just like, alright, I'm at the ending, he's about to get chopped up, what are we gonna do? Oh, I got it. Make it to where fucking Harvey Hicks is the rapist and he raped his daughter. Like, you can't, like, what sense does that make?
Oh, man.
Like, that's some M. Night Shyamalan shit, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking... That ending just felt like it was so, like, tacked on, and it was just like the director slash writer slash producer slash cunt was fucking like, he just sat there and was like, oh, like, you know, we got all these characters in this end scene, like, everything's coming to a head, like, how do we finish this thing out? And then it felt like he was like, what if I have a twist ending? Ooh. And then fucking came up with the fucking incest idea. Like, it felt like it could have had a way better ending. Like, I would have liked to see some action scenes of Kurt Angle being the fucking man, trying to, like, all these guys are wrestlers. You're telling me they couldn't have had fight scenes against each other, like fucking Kurt and Kevin Nash? Well, of course Kevin might have pulled a quad, but fucking, like, you tell me, like, you wouldn't want to see Kurt Angle, like, you know, maybe he goes to shoot him and, like, they get his gun away from him, so Kurt, like, has to start, like, out, like, wrestling him down and shit, and he starts hitting German suplexes and angle slams into the water and shit. You tell me you would want to see that? And then,
it would have made the movie better.
And then, like, imagine, like, fucking, like, Kevin Nash, like, goes for the granddaughter, and, like, Kurt Angle just picks the ankle and shit. Like, keep in mind, he was still Perk Angle at this time, too, so.
Imagine fucking Kurt Angle just goes full Perk Angle and just picks fucking the granddaughter's leg.
Oh my god. He said, Harvey Hicks, I want to have bestiality sex with your granddaughter.
Oh my fucking god. And Harvey Hicks just says, I already did with her mother. Like, what the
Oh god, man. I think a better ending would have been to have some action scenes with Kurt Angle actually doing something, because he shot Kevin Nash once, and that was like the only action in this film that Kurt Angle did.
Bro, the only thing, the only action was really him just saying, you know, that's illegal. That's something illegal. You can't do that. That's illegal, sir. Like, what the fuck are you?
And I don't fucking like. You know, instead of trying to like get off the boat and stop him, he's just standing there. He's like, "Oh, that's legal. You do know that's a felony offense." And the guy was just like, "I don't care."
And Kurt was just in awe, and he was like, "That usually works."
You know, and the guy was like, Kurt was like, "You know that's a felony offense," and the guy was just like, "Yeah, and so is letting the people in your town die." And then Kurt just looked completely befuddled. He's like, "Oh, you got me there. Go ahead, do it."
Like, and you just let him do it. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh man, I don't really have anything else to say. Do you?
Not really. I mean, we kind of already gave our thoughts in a live commentary. And fucking, like, this movie was laughably bad. And it was fucking weird. And we found out that Kevin Nash has a whole film career of being in bad movies like this. And turns out that Sid Vicious has been in a couple movies. And Kurt Angle has also been in more movies as well. So we're in for some more treats eventually.
Oh,
especially with
that.
Mr. Kevin Nash.
Especially with Kurt Angle. He was in the movie with a pedophile.
Yep.
Oh man.
Well, I guess the only thing I have left to say is I'm already dead. Yeah, that delivery was so bad. Even Kurt Angle's delivery was so bad. Like there was one scene where he was in the diner and like the fucking the like girl gave him his coffee or whatever, and Kurt was like, "Thanks." Like, it was so just like stiff. I don't know if Kurt Angle's just not a good actor, or if it was the directing. I don't know.
Honestly,
like,
his acting was better than it was in Endgame, so I will say that. Nothing can get worse than his Endgame acting.
Wasn't there a line where fucking Kurt Angle was like, "Jesus, Mary, and Joseph"?
Yes. It was like his first line too.
Oh my god, dude.
Alright, well, thank you guys for watching this Austin the Artist review. Oh, man. If you didn't like this video, well, you do know that's a felony offense. But...
it doesn't matter, because we're already dead.
Thank you guys for watching, in peace.
But Austin, how are you gonna review these movies from hell without God on your side?
God damn it. God damn it.